gentlemen, Friday night football. We have Sydney take on Collingwood at the SCG 740. Boys, tips?
You got to go to somebody.
Chris C?
Sydney vs Collingwood. After watching Sydney last week, and how bad they were, they have to bounce back, man. I'm going to go Sydney in a close one. Sydney in a close one. Have to.
King of the North?
DeGoey's a big out, and I think Sydney will bounce back. Surely.
Swifty?
Well, big here. I think it'll be. I don't even know. I'm obviously backing my boys, Collingwood. So, Collingwood by 31 points. I think we're going to
31.
31 points. Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Nah, we're going to give it to them. I just have a good feeling about it, you know? Like, yes, the goal is a big out, but mate, Swans just got thumped by 112 points. And I recorded Sydney's not good, but something tells me now that, 2 wins on the board. We're trying to get final spot. The boys are going to turn it on and just cruise past the Swans. So, yeah, Pies by 31.
Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite. I feel like the Swans are back this week, and I'm going Sydney by 18 points. So
18 points.
Yeah. All right. Kick off. First game of the Saturday. It's 1:45 at the Gabba. Brisbane take on the Giants. Chris C?
No one's going to be beating Brisbane at the Gabba. So Brisbane for me, they're gonna win by about 40 points.
Yeah. King of the North, do you think 10 in a row is happening?
I think so, and I think it's going to be a big win, 30 or 40 points as well.
Soupsy, can you see in a tsunami attack, or do you think the Lions are too good?
I don't think it'll be a blowout, but I just can't see the Giants winning. So I'll go Brisbane by like 20 points.
And I'm going Brisbane as well. All right, the most exciting game of the round, 17th versus 16th. North Melbourne take on West Coast at Marvel Stadium. Everyone's going to probably be watching this game. So, Chris C, North versus West Coast, Marvel.
Well, if it was in the West, I'd go West Coast. But because it's at Marvel, I'm going to go North Melbourne. I think they play it well, better than West Coast. So, yeah, North Melbourne for me.
King of the North, you think back-to-back for the first time in 3 years for North Melbourne?
I think so. Yep, and lucky kick another 5.
Swipsy, agree with King of the North, or are you going the opposite?
North Melbourne already beat West Coast in Perth, so I think at Marvel they're just gonna North easy. So,
and I'm going North too. All right, next game, top of the eight clash. We got Freo taking on Geelong at Optus Stadium, Saturday afternoon twilight. Can the Dockers come back, or do you think the Cats can take over the Dockers, Chris C? What do you reckon?
I reckon Freo bounce back at home. I think we're going to see they're going to expose Geelong for what they are, and it's going to be, I reckon, 25 points, 35 goal performance.
King of the North?
Yep, I'm going Freo at home as well.
Swipsy?
Yeah, Freo at home.
Right.
That's a good home.
All right, I guess we're all going Freo, so that's good. All right, first Saturday night game. The Bombers take on the Gold Coast at Marvel Stadium. Must-win game for the Bombers. Chris, do you think Gold Coast can break their streak? Do you think they can win an away game?
Nah,
do you think the Bombers are too good?
The Bombers aren't too good. It's just they're playing for something, so they're gonna turn. I think the Bombers will turn up, but have they lost They lost Dersman, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did.
So it's I mean, he's not that massive out, but he's still an out. I'm gonna go Bombers, just because it's at home and Gold Coast never win at home. So we thought they were gonna win away last week, and they didn't. So no, Bombers for me, man.
King of the North, do you think your boy Sam Flanders can take them over the line this week?
Another duck egg.
Nah, Bombers.
Bombers, yeah, probably by a decent score as well, 20 points.
Swoopsy, Bombers or the Gold Coast?
Bold call. Suns to win by 15. You heard it here first.
50?
Suns by 50?
No, 15.
Oh, 15.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that could happen.
And, well, Carlton and Collingwood fans don't agree on everything, but this time I'm agreeing with Swoopsy. I'm going the Gold Coast as well.
Oh, the Gold Coast as well.
The Gold Coast can beat
Wow.
them.
See how powerful you guys are together?
That's right. What a combination, you two.
Now, the next Saturday night, can the special marks of Petrakis cooking get Melbourne over the line against the Never Tear Us Apart Port Adelaide? Chris C, your boys are in action. You reckon you got it over the line, or do you think Melbourne are going to cause you an upset, mate? What do you reckon?
Look, I'm never confident, but Port, I can't, after they beat what they did to Sydney, I can't go against my team. So I'm going to go Port, but, you know, they could lose, but no, Port to make a statement and start to turn heads. Because at the moment, it's still 112-point win. We're not turning any heads yet. So we gotta smack Melbourne in at the MCG. So Port by a lot. 50 points. Here we go.
50.
King, do you think Melbourne can tear them apart?
No, I don't. I think Port play well in Melbourne. It's like their second home ground, and I think Port will win quite nicely as well.
Swoopsy, Melbourne or Port? Who are you going?
Yeah, Port Adelaide for me. Just Melbourne are done so. Port by like 30.
I mean, Carlton.
Look,
Don't do it.
I think Melbourne don't have nothing to lose, and I think they're just going to play with pride. And I think Port Adelaide are playing with they're going to make a couple of mistakes, and I think Melbourne are going to beat them in a close one. To be honest, only because it's in Melbourne. If it was in Adelaide, Port by a lot, but just because it's in Melbourne, anything could happen.
Yep. All
right. We move on to Sunday. First game. The mini final. Can Cripper's Army tackle the Hawks, Chris C?
This is a tough. I reckon this is the game of the round. There's nothing bigger than this one coming up. All eyes are going to be on this game. Carlton have to win, man. There is. I don't care. I know you say they can make the finals afterwards as well, but they've had a good slide. If you look at this season, it hasn't been too bad. And if they don't win, they're letting the whole club down. Like they're gonna have to bring their A game. I'm gonna go Carlton just because they need to win. They need to win, and they're gonna rock up, and they're gonna I think we're gonna see the continuation of what they were playing like in that last quarter. And I think Hawks have maybe they're starting to get a bit tired. There's a lot of young. There's a lot of young players in the Hawks, and it's going to come to a point where they're going to run out of legs, and this might be the time. So yeah, Carlton for me.
Swoopsy, Carlton or Hawthorn? I'm going to go to you first, Swoopsy. Carlton or Hawthorn?
Mate, this is a tough game. I don't know who to pick, but both teams need a win. I think both teams are going to play really well, but I'm just going to edge it to the Hawks. I think, personally, after the loss against the Giants, they should have won that. I think they're going to come here. They're going to beat the Blues into a close one. Or by 4 points.
Well, obviously, no surprises from Collingwood fans, so you always knew that was going to happen. King of the North, your first team versus your third team. You've loved the Hawks this year. But are you a blue bagger, and do you think Cripper's Army can take over the Hawks?
Carlton by 60.
Oh!
What? You've lost the plot, man.
He's seen one Hawthorn loss, and he's going, "Fuck this shit up."
No. I've seen these boys getting tired. So they didn't look like the Hawthorn of 2 weeks ago. So I think they are right for the taking.
And I think we're going to shut all Collingwood supporters up, and we're going to shut the whole AFL up. And I think Cripper's Army is back this week, and I think the Baggers are going to get the win over the Hawks.
Go the Baggers.
It's going to be a big game, man.
We'll see.
Are we going to see you on? Are you going to be on the? If Carlton lose, you're going to be back next week or what?
Yes. Sorry for the inconvenience on Sunday. I was still numb after the game. Keelan North, you took it brilliantly. I watched that show after.
That was rubbish. What are you talking about? It was. I had a shocker.
You did amazing, mate.
Jeez.
All right. Next game. the new name, the Wooden Spooners, take on the St Kilda at 3:20 at the MCG. Maddie's game, they call it. So, Chris C, Tigers, can they cause an upset? Or do you think the Saints are going to have one more win of 2024?
Yeah, I think St Kilda are a better team than Richmond at the moment. So I reckon St Kilda is it at the MCG?
Of course, mate. It's always at the MCG when
Their last two games at the MCG.
Maybe the Tigers, but then I don't know. No, I reckon the Saints should get the job done. So
King of the North, the Tigers or the Saints?
Saints bounce back.
Everyone's saying Tigers in the
Tigers or Saints?
He's frozen? No.
Oopsie, Tigers or Saints, mate?
What's happening, man? We can't hear you. We can't hear you, bro.
Oh
wait, here we go.
I just think Maddie's game. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Technical difficulties, but I just think, I just think Maddie's game, and I think hearing the news Dusty's retired, I just think Tigers are going to get up for this one. So, and I just think the game's at the G, right? Or was that Marvel?
Yeah,
G.
Is that? Yeah, G. Yeah, Tigers. You know what? I'm going big for. I think Tigers are going to roll them. I think Tigers by 29 points. There's something just tells me they're gonna come out, do it for Dusty, and do it for Maddie's game. So Tigers by 29 for me.
I agree. I think they're going to do it for Dusty too. I'm going the Tigers as well. I think it's their last win of the year, so I think the Tigers for me.
Yeah.
Now, the last game, we're going over to shitty Adelaide. It's the Adelaide Crows take on the mighty Bulldogs.
No, you loved Adelaide. What are you talking about? You loved it.
Oh, Chris C, can the Crows cause an upset? But you can't because Chris C always can't tip against Adelaide.
He's banned. He's banned from tipping against Adelaide. So bad luck.
We all know where Chris C's going. So
Western Bulldogs, Bulldogs. But I can see the Crows doing something. So, but yeah, Bulldogs for me.
King of the North, the Crows or the Dogs?
Bulldogs too good. They're in good form.
Doopsy, Bulldogs or the Crows?
I mean, I could see an Adelaide upset, but Bulldogs are on fire. So Doggies by 40.
And ladies and gentlemen, he's left it to
last.
Round 22, bold call of the week.
Here we go.
And I think the Crows are going to get their final win in Adelaide, and I think the Crows are going to beat the Doggies in a close one. The Big Bear is going to kick 5.
The Bear.
You heard it here first.
Oh, jeez, the Bear.
HFD Media. Anyways, guys, that's round 22, all presented by Johnny Carlson.
Ooh!